Hey guys, I don't even know who I'm addressing, but here is the homework that we have to do. I kind of just wanted to make a video to walk through step by step process, and for anybody who wants to see this who's bored, I tell you to get a Netflix account. Don't watch somebody do a tax problem. I don't know why you would do this, but if you find this entertaining, go ahead. Who am I to judge you? But basically, this is the stuff we're given, and we're supposed to find John. It's always John. I don't know why. It's always these very basic names, whether it be John or James or I'm just naming J names. But it's always these basic names. I don't know. Why can't it be like, mm, mm, I can't think of anything on the spot. I don't know. Something weird like Taxon, or I don't know. That's a weird name. Anyways, enough rambling. Let's get into the problem. So you're given the fair market value, the building basis. Also, this is just to give some context. A corporation is giving out a dividend, or I think it's called property dividend. It's giving out a property dividend to its sole shareholder. So John kind of mainly owns this company, and so his company's giving him a building. Try not to overthink about it, because the more you think about it, the less it makes sense. Now, what you're given is the fair market value, which is FMV, building basis. Basis is basically in accounting, it means it's what you put into it. As in, I guess, the corporation's paid 140,000 and now it's worth 134. Accumulated depreciation, so it's just how each year a building depreciates, kind of like your car. It kind of, with time, until eventually it's worthless. But that's what that is. Mortgage is mortgage is what they took out, the loan they took out to pay for the building. Accumulated earnings and profits. E&P stands for earnings and profits. Accum, so it's just a shorthand version. Accum just means that it's all since the beginning of the company, which I think is 2018. I really didn't pay attention much. I kind of just jumped right into it. Current, they did not make any money. I don't know how, but they didn't make any money, but they have a building that somehow they're going to give to someone. And then John somehow put 5,000 into this company, and they're giving him a building. Don't ask any questions, because it doesn't make sense to me either. Now, the first thing I did. Why is it doing every time I try to type? Let's see. If I do this, or if I don't know why it keeps on doing that. Let me see. Let me move myself down to the bottom. No, that still isn't making it do that. That's so weird. Let me just move myself over. I don't know why it's doing this. I'm so sorry. Let me think. Some real tech problems in real time. Okay, I think this is the best. Or you know what? You've already seen my face enough. I'll just do that, and then I'll just do the full screen because it just won't let me for the life. Oh, I could do this. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is the best I can do. So what I started out with is the dividend distribution. So the dividend distribution. Actually, no. Anytime you're given these problems, you always want to know whether or not they're making a profit or not, or whether or not there's a profit or not. Because if there's a profit, it gets taxed. If there's not a profit, well, they still find a way to tax you. They tax you less, but you still get taxed. That's the government for you. Anyways, so what you do is, I think you do FMV, which is V, which is this. I like how I say I think. I guess if it makes you feel, I actually don't know what I'm doing. I'm kind of guessing. And then you do cost, which is the same as building basis. It's the same. That's how much they paid. Then you do accumulated depreciation on the building. And then from that, you get this number. And then let's see if I know what I'm doing next. I think then you get gain or loss on sale. Gain/loss on sale. That's what I think you're supposed to do. We'll see if I get the magic number. I have the answer key. I'm not completely guessing, but I also, even with the answers, I could cheat and still fail. Well, it's not. I've done the problem before. That's a better way of saying it. Okay, so you do, to get the gain or loss on sale, you do that, but no, you actually, no, let's move that number right here. Or no, let's just make this minus that. And then let's get this magic number, and to get the gain or loss, let's get this, because what you do to get gain or loss of sale is you get the cost and then you subtract it by the accumulated depreciation to get what it's, I guess you could call this really true value. I can't spell to save my life. At the time of sale, or at the time of distribution, let's say distribution. To get the true value of the time of distribution, and you do this for just about any problem. The first step is always you get how much you paid for it and what it's depreciated, what it's worth less. And then to get the true gain or loss, you subtract the fair market value from the gain or loss, and that's how you get that. Okay, so the next thing is going to be, and then the next thing you want to do is get the dividend distribution, because this number will come into play later. Distribution. Now to get the dividend distribution, because I've learned in these tax problems, all numbers are useful, even the ones you don't think are useful. Even the zero, somehow zero turns into something. I don't know how. Now you get the fair market value. I'm looking also to the notes. That's why trust me, there's something else, you can't see it, but I wrote out some things to help me keep my thoughts organized. So what you do is you get the fair market value, what the building is worth, minus, I guess, the payments you make on it, or the outstanding balance of the mortgage, or what they have left to pay on them. And then with these two pieces of information, the gain of loss on sale, dividend distribution, you can basically solve the problem. Now, what you do is you do accumulated depreciation. Let's see. I think you do accumulated earnings and profits, because this is what's given to you. Okay, and also just for this instance of time, accumulated depreciation. For the sake of time, I'll just send things equal. Gain on distribution. Do I have gain on? Nope, I don't have gain on. Or actually, no. Gain on. Yeah, gain. I really can't spell to save my life. I'm really sorry about that. Okay, this is the gain you get on the distribution. And then after that, let's see. Okay, gain on distribution, and then your taxable income. Now, taxable income, what you get taxed on is just the gain of distributing out the building. It's the same number. And then the tax you pay, taxes paid, it just equals this and then the 21% rate, because I think that's the corporate rate. So it's that times 0.21. And then from the taxes paid, you get the current earnings and profits. So that, like I said, that zero becomes something. And I don't know how, but that zero went from 0 to 23K real quick. Current earnings and profits. So E&P for the year of 2020, I think this isn't. I really did not read the problem. I kind of just jumped into this. So you just subtract these two. You get the difference of the taxes income and taxes paid. And then let's see, total E&P. Total E&P, you get, in order to get total earnings and profits, what you do is you sum up, my professor's not gonna like this, but you sum up the current E&P plus the accumulated. So current plus the accumulated, and that's he did it when I went to office hours. He did it to the left. You know what? Screw it. We're straight. We're doing it straight up and down. I don't care. Current E&P, total E&P. Let's see, total E&P, distribution. Okay, distribute. And a lot of these things. Here's what I find this confusing too. But a lot of these things, you're saying the same thing. Just I also distributton. Man, how did I pass third grade? Distribution. A lot of these things is you're really renaming it. Like distribution is really the total E&P. It's the same. So what you distribute is the same as earning and because you're giving away everything. And then you restart at 0 all over again. And then ending, you end with 0. You know, you start with 0, you start with nothing, you end with nothing. That's how accounting works. Or tax. Ending E&P is just 0, so it's going to be weird. Oh, that's interesting. I think if I did like something like this, and then let's see if I do this, and then I push this magic button right here, $sign. Yep, there's the dash. Okay, then to answer A, which is very easy. Now, like the problem is solved. Now we just have to, what you do is you get dividend income. So the money made from the dividend, which is just the distribution out, just the 26K. And then you get return of basis. Basis is what he put in, so he starts out with 5,000. But then it's currently, it's now, this is now 0. And then, let's see, capital gain. So capital gain is a bit interesting. So what he does is, this is where this number comes into play. That minus the, okay, so minus the income he makes, so minus the income he makes. Also minus the basis he put in, so that's the capital gain. So that's how much he made based off his, I guess, gains, like, but based off what the 5,000 he put in, that's what he got out of this. And then what you do is you get the taxable income for John. This is for John, because John's taxable taxable income. Oh, I put a caps on. John's taxable income is different. Is different than the corporations, but it's not that. But the corporations isn't that difficult. So you just sum up you post the capital gain. And then to get the gain for the corporation, you just do the gain for corporation. We already solved it. Yeah, usually when I look, bruv, it's third time's the charm. Usually when I look at these problems, I'm always more intimidated than I should be. Gain is the same of the distribution, and then ending E&P is 0. And that's how you solve the problem. Now, if you have ending, now, if I went too quickly, I don't know. Just let me know. If there's some part you don't understand, I'll say I won't have the answer. No, I will. But anyways, I'll definitely. But no, that's basically how you solve this problem. Is that you just let's do this, do this, and that's how you solve it. Yeah, no, it's more intimidating because you have to just realize that a lot of things equal each other. I don't know why it does. Maybe we should change the laws or change English, one or the other. But that's basically how you solve this problem. And